Hello, YouTube. It is Damien. It is the Razo Nation. It is episode 84. And today we have the Miami Vice lookout. And you know what that means? It means that it's either a title winning day or a cup winning day. I'm telling you right now, it could be both. It also could be neither. We could lose every game in the league and not win the title. But more than likely, we will beat Midtjylland here at home. And then it's all up to Nords to see what they do. Technically speaking, if Nords do go on and win the game and we win our game, it would go to the next game against Nords. You will see that game in this episode as well. And then after that, depending on what happens as well, we could see the next league game as well. And then it's going to be the cup against OB. You will see the both the winning game of the league and the pre-game before winning the league as well, and the cup in this episode. This episode hopefully will be us doing the double. However, you know, it may not go to plan, and it could be us really falling flat on our bum, but who knows? It doesn't matter. All the math says is that if we do beat Midtjylland today and Nords don't win, we win the league because then they can't get more than the 67 points that we're on. Technically speaking, the most points they can get on is 69, and then after that, 66. So a win for us is good. Look, let's just see what happens, and if we do it today, great. I think what's going to happen is we're not going to do it today. Hopefully it doesn't get to AAB, because if it gets to AAB, I'm going to be pretty annoyed, because it's going to make this episode too long for what I want it to do. But I want it to be us beat Midtjylland, Nords don't win, we win the title at home. Sensational. Thank you very much for coming. The Miami Vice looked his work yet again. And yeah, we should be winning the league no matter what. Look, if we get a point against Nords afterwards, it'll be okay. In terms of the team, we are going to go back into a full-strength team here against Midtjylland as well. We just come from the cup game basically straight away as well. So we are just going to rotate back in. Dolce is going to get a start as well. Apart from the rest of the team, though, Campbell is going to come out there. And Campbell's going to come in for... I'm actually going to go with a Kotra over Tony. Neil Jenkins... You know what? Nah, I'm going to take that back. Tony Christian's won a league. We'll put him there. Thank God, obviously, going to come back into the bench as well. We're going to go with that. We're going to go, obviously, and get Yeppy on the other side. If we want to get Yeppy on the other side. Anyone else here missing out on the bench that should? Yeah, Bub in the jar for Skov. That makes sense. And yeah, so Joe Hoge on the bench there. Akotra Roberts. If anything, I wouldn't want another midfielder on the bench. I'm going to actually drop Cameron Roberts because he's done my head in. And I'm going to bring Emil Skov in as well. We'll go to that, I reckon. I think that's going to be your starting 11 and bench for this game. I should have done that before the episode. Apologies. Anyway, Epic in goals. Moreno, Campbell, and Tony Christensen with Eugene Neff, who's been absolutely ever-present. Thank God you're here. Of course, without you, we wouldn't be here, so thank you very much. Yeppy on the other side. Andreas is not going to play. Bum the jar. Come back from injury. He's going to captain the side. Hopefully lift the cup. Preferably today. Rafael Albrecht, Ivan Dolcek, and of course Zahora up top. Give me a score prediction in the chat. Twitch, links down below. Of course, we are live in the Miami Vice look, which is also very pretty. And hopefully it's us winning the title today and then beating OB and doing the double. It would be a very nice way to do it. If it's not the case, I'm going to try and just edit out as much of the the jargon until we do win the title. But, let's just win this game of football. Nords don't do it. And look, we deserve to win the title. I think we've been the best team by a mile. Let's just do it today at the first time I'm asking. It's not in our hands today, but it would be in our hands next time out. And let's just hope that it's the performance that we usually put in and not the performance that happened in the second round of the Cup. I saw enough in our first meeting to know we're going to get the job done here as well. And look, the only reason we lost our last game was because we had the whole back four, mixed around, and Tony Christian knows what he's doing at the back. Anyhow, they've lined up in the 4-3-3. It's a good system that works for them as well. But, we rotate a lot of players. As you can see, we're so far clear. We deserve to be the most dominant side in Denmark. It's us in the white, it's them in the black. It's the two better teams in Denmark going at it yet again. Neff's picked up a slight injury. It's a bruised ankle. Get on with it. You're Australian. Have a cup of cement and harden up. And at the same time, Arawa Simsar has picked up an injury as well. Dim reckons we're going to win 3-0, by the way. Look, let's just win today, and then hopefully Nords don't do the job and we win the league. That would be ideal. As things stand, we have started really well, but no goal. And this is where I go to Yeppy, play your Mazzala on attack roll because you love doing it. and he always seems to perform well in the Mazzala in attack. And we have a highlight here because I'm making a change. It's Rafael Orbrecht now, and Zahora's with him. Still Rafael, though, beating men at Wilden's right-hand side. In the end, it's a tackle that's going to go out to play for a corner. I don't know if we're going to get to see the corner because that's probably a highlight just come out of nothing. And we do. Well, we don't. Come on, FM. Can't do me dirty like that. Not on the day where we could win the title. But hey, who knows? Anyway, long ball, Neff. Good touch. Tony Christensen out to Dolcek. And Dolcek on the ball gets fouled. And Neff just takes ownership of the situation. And for whatever reason, Zahora or Rafael made a great one and just pulled away for no reason. Thank God, what a challenge. Moreno in the bum the jar. Back heel into, thank God, Orbrecht. Back heels into Moreno. A couple of back heels. Bum the jar's head over the bar. Deserved to be a goal. A couple of back heels. The full SFB flair and force. But as it stands, we haven't really been finishing chances. I'm going to definitely put us on chance creation conversion before the cup final because we've missed a lot of big chances of late, which is not like us. Anyway, Dolcek, ball in, Zahora, that's going to be 1-0. And there is that man again, Johan Zahora. We have had many strikers and sold many. Zahora, though, has been ever present. And every challenger that has come to his throne, he's gone, I'm the king of SFB, get out of my way. Mainly Oscar Sandu, and even then Oscar Sandu left, and Zahora has rejected clubs in the past, and he's just the king of SFB, and there's ever a man that deserves to win a title off his own boot and score the goal that wins the title, it's Zahora, and hopefully today's that day. Anyhow, 48 minutes played, we are 1-0 up, and we are potentially 45 minutes away from winning the league if Nords do not win their game after us at the 8 p.m. kickoff. Is it tiki-taka Barca or is this SFB? The confidence in these boys. Yeah, when the boys get going and playing football, they look unbelievable. And we have a set piece, and Yeppy's good on these, and there's a decent ball back stick, but Tony Christensen didn't get there, and Nielsen wasn't pegged in by the big bodies and came and claimed, and credit to the keeper, he's done well. And he has gone long, it's a good ball in the dryer, and on the break come Midtjylland, and at 1-0, it's game not over, and in the end, Crab with a chance, but well wide, and in the end, on the break, the first real Midtjylland chance we've seen, has not worried the goal, which is good, and we are 1-0 to the good. Anyway, thank God, yet again on it. Eugene Neff's looked a little bit legless. Bum the jar, the captain, with a chance to cut it. In the end, he went himself. The keeper, I think, thought he was going to cut it too, and he left his near stick open, and it is 2-0, and we are 2 goals to the good. I'm a little worried about Eugene. I'm going to get a Kotra out there. He doesn't like it out there. If anything, actually, I'm going to get Dolcek back there and get him as a wing-back on support. And I am going to actually get Neil Jenkins out on the left-hand side. I think that makes the most sense. And we'll just get Eugene off before he gets injured as well. Or anything long-term, especially with that final in mind. But that's our first change of the day. Important to also note that since Yeppy's gone to the Mazzala on attack, back up to a 7. He just loves it. And I see Mazzala on attack working long-term and just always think starting on the ball winning because he plays it so well and the team naturally plays well with the ball-winning midfield player. Starting on that and then seeing if we're dominating the game going to it. Anyway, Jenkins really should have played a ball out wide, never did. But Motta now on it. It's a good ball out there to Krav. I don't like Dolcek being as the fullback, but at the same, mainly reason why he doesn't really win a tackle too many times. But no real choice from Neff being injured. Anyway, what a tackle by Tony Christensen. Still there, Gron now. Unlucky, 2-1. The block that's fallen to him. It's not game over. It's not the champagne. It's not us being home and hose. And, it's, we're not home and hose no matter what, really. But we are 2-1 to the good. And I'd rather be 2-1 to the good. And yeah, it'll be another one of these games that we've dominated and we win 2-1. And it's just nervy and it doesn't have to be. On a different day, we put a few more chances away here. But we haven't. Anyway, 70-odd minutes played. I'm also going to get Emil Skov out there for Rafael Orbrecht. And I think I'm going to get Thank God off. I'm going to get Joe Hogan, the ball-winning midfielder role on support. They have a good understanding, these two, and it just helps me shut up the shop. Highlight's still going because I'm making changes. Zahora now. Rafael Orbrecht, before he comes off, is offside. So it's not really a highlight. And look, 15 minutes away from winning the league. Maybe, if Nords don't do the job. We deserve to win this game of football. But you wouldn't put it past Midtjylland scoring and getting a late one to break our heart and us not doing it. Anyway, it is Yeppy, and he knows how to hit a free kick. And in the end, what a free kick it is. Yeppy has scored another perler. It's not as good as his goal against Leipzig in the 93rd minute in the Champions League group stage, but it's a pretty good free kick nonetheless. And Yeppy does steal it off his own boot and pick that out, keeper. That is 3-1. And Yeppy has just done it again, hasn't he? He's Mr. Fantastic. In the end, Yeppy looks legless, so we might get him off. Anyway, bum the jar, good ball. Joe Hoge knows how to hit him. Zahora's there and sweeps it in, but I think he's offside, so it's not going to count. I am going to get... going to get Skov to move back a line, and I'm going to get bum the jar for Yeppy there, and I'm going to get Andreas in, I think, is what I'm going to do. Just to rotate people around, and hopefully Yeppy doesn't pick up a long-term injury as well. Definitely looked offside, to be fair, Zahora. Just offside. It was closer than I thought, but yeah. In the end, looks fine. Yeppy's going to come off. Skov go back a line for a little bit, and it should be all she wrote here, and should be game over. We could even make it 4, which would be nice, and hopefully Nords don't beat AGF and we do win the title. In the end, bum the jug, good ball in. Neil Jenkins heads over. He's been in good form, so expect him to do better. But we are potentially 4 minutes away from winning the league if Nords don't win. It's another highlight. Hey, we want 4. If we score 4, it'd be great. I don't want to see us concede and win only 3-2 as well. Anyway, Zahora, good touch inside. Neil Jenkins, what a ball out there to Andreas. He's quick, he's going to get on it. And he has numbers with him. Emil Skov, back into Andreas, back into Skov. Good ball towards Bubnajar. Andreas, 3 Nielsen and in. Good team goal. It's 4. And you know what, boys? 4-1 at home against Midtjylland. If there's ever a changing of the guard saying that we're the most dominant team in Denmark now, this could be the moment. The fact we're pumping what was perceived to be a title rival, 4-1. We win 4-1. It all but secures the title. Hey, and look, if the game understands that we're in the suit, in the Miami Vice look, we should hopefully do the job and win the title today. Now, EGNF's only out for 2 to 3 days. How much did your pep talk get? I thought it was imperative. Pretty well, fantastic, well-rounded group of players. Like, nothing to do with it. Anyway, apparently someone is on the transfer list. Looks okay, but not that great. Bum the jar had a good game. It's all about what Nords do now. If Nords are still on 48 points, we win the league. If Nords get to 51 points, we have to go again. And if we have to go again, so be it. The game's just kicked off there. Right, next, click of the button. Do we win the league today, or do we have to do it against Nords? They won 3-4, so we have to do it again. All right, not a problem. Look, we're 90 minutes away from winning the league. That's fine. If this episode goes a little bit longer than normal YouTube, you understand why. You know, it was only 12 minutes, that. So we're going to quickly get to the Nords game. No real jargon. We know we need to beat Nords. Next time you see me, straight into the game against Nords. Hopefully we go and win the game, and we go and win the league. Can we do it next game? Hopefully we do. If we don't, I'm going to be super annoyed because it's going to make this episode go even longer, and I want it to really be focused on us just trying to do a famous double, our first double at SFB, a proper double. And yeah, I'll see you guys in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time. A point, I think, would be enough for us to win the title. A win definitely does. I'm pretty sure a point means that they can't get to 68. And we do win the title as well. Or a point means they can get the 68, and technically it goes to AAB, but we're not going to get caught. But yeah, look, let's just go do it because I want this game out the way. I also wouldn't mind if Copenhagen finished second, but they just probably blew it then. We probably have to beat Nords to keep them in the fight. In terms of us, right, it's a sold out, it's not a sold out stadium here in Nords, but in terms of us, we're at full strength, and that's how it should be. We have gone with Empagesi, Moreno, Marquez, Campbell, Neff, Yeppy, and thank God you're here. Bob Najal, Orbest, Dolchek, and Zahora. It is a team worthy of winning a Superliga title very early in the piece. Important to note, Lars is starting to develop. I cannot wait for him. Oh, he's starting to develop, boys. But yeah, hopefully we can do the job and go out there and win this game of football. I don't want it to carry over. I just want to do it now, get to the final of the cup, do the final of the cup, and I'm off stream nice and quick. However, they are lining up as full strength as it is. A win will secure the title here. Look, I'm just going to tell them, look, if you play your game, we'll win this game easy. I'm going to take the pressure off. If we just play well, we'll win this game, right? But wait and we'll see. The only thing I will say is we're not scoring as many chances as we normally do, and Nords have had the ability in the past because of the pace they have, right? Matunga, you know, Emaka Nani, Abu Francis, and Will Jones, the pace they have to hit us on the break. Like, they are very quick on the break. However, if we play our game, we should be able to go out there and win the game. Don't care how he's handling it. There are a few butterflies because we could win the league, but there we are. So they're saying that a win would clinch the title. So let's just go win this game of football. We are at full strength. They're the boys that could win the title. Campbell, Marquez together at the back with Mpegesi in goals. And the boys going forward with Yepi, Bum the Jar, Albrecht. Thank God you're here. Dolchek, Neil Jenkins off the bench. Sahora, Morton. We should have the firepower. But look, we're coming to the red den here in Nords. But hopefully we'll be okay. Highlight from kickoff, and if they score and make it 1-0, it's going to make things very interesting. But if we could win the ball back, that would be nice. But it hasn't happened here. Morch is a very good player. He would fit me very well being Danish. In the end, Campbell with the header. One there. Albrecht now on it. Looked to be pulled back. Shrugs that one off. Still going Albrecht. Still going Raphael. Shrugs off another. What a run. He shrugged off 2 people there, the Colombian. They're talking about calling him up to the Colombian squad. He's probably ready, is Raphael. But a good start nonetheless. Would have been nice if it went in. But 11 minutes played, not really creating, but we're on the ball, which is not bad. And if we can just, start dominating, we'll definitely move Yepi into that Mazzala and attack role, and away we go and hopefully win the game. Anyway, Campbell now. Good ball inside. Marquez gets on it. Back into Campbell, can go forward. Has numbers with him. Instead, he looks for Zahora. He's a big boy, but I won't get on that. And it's going to allow Nords to get on the ball and break. And, that's what you don't want to get against Nords, is getting them running at you. That's where they're best at. You need to get a goal early and just kind of go, okay, now you have to come and attack. And then, Jones, what a run, puts it over the bar. But see what I mean? As soon as you get backtracking against Nords, they can get on top of you. It's really all about us doing the job and keep being on the front foot and everything. It's not really happening out there. I'm going to do it no matter what anyway. I'm going to get him on the Mazzala on attack here, Yepi. I don't like doing it when in games we're not in complete control in, but I'm going to have to, because I just want to win this game and make sure this is all over, right? But as it stands right now, 40 minutes play, we have not looked good. Apart from keeping the ball, it does not look like we're creating a chance. Half time, 0-0 here. I'm far from pleased. It has looked like a very nervy game here. But we just know that if we do get a goal, we're probably favourites to win the league here today. However, we concede, we're probably not winning the league here. Anyway, Francis, Jones, they've looked like the better team. I don't think we're going to win the league here, boys. I think FM knows I'm trying to do a YouTube video to win the double. But they're not going to let us do it. Anyway, Morch, Yepi, ball in, headed, 1-0 down. Right. This is not going to plan at all. I just wanted to come in here, win a game of football, win the title, get into the cup, do that. We can't do it. Campbell, Marquez, back into Mpegesi. We can't do it. Why can it never go to plan? Ever? Double check now. Still going. Gets tackled. Forces the horror. Can he score? He's hit the post. Keeper pulled off a great save too. It's proving to be one of those games. Look, all I'm going to say is there's enough time in this half that we could do something. But at the same time, they can go on the break and score another, and then it could be just game over. And here, Francis. And Nama. Wow. Whatever, man. It's 11:30 at night. I've got people trying to sleep in the house. I need to fucking do this and finish it. Come on, FM, man. 2-0 down. We have not played well at all. No one's looked like giving an absolute toss out here, really. Andreas out for Bum the Jar. Yepi into there. Get in Joe Hoge. And there we are. So this YouTube episode's not going to plan at all. We won against Midtjylland, but Nords won, which means they have to win every game. We have to lose every game to not win the title. And then all we needed to do against Nords was win the game, right? And we win the title, and we're going to lose 2-0 here. And they did it to us in the Champions Group again. 3-0 down. All right, YouTube, I'll be back at the end of this game, right, so I can save the length for this episode. We're going to get beat. I don't know why this always happens, but it happens every time I try to do a good episode. Can we fucking do the double? Maybe we're going to lose every game and not, because I've put the suit on. Who knows? Welcome back, YouTube. I can't explain it. So we've lost one game all year in Denmark. We are the most dominant team in Denmark. We bloody beat Barcelona in a game at home. And we beat Juventus at home. And we have gone and got through the group stage. And all that, right? And we're in the final of the cup and everything. And all we had to do is win one measly game against Nords, who have in the history FM'd us a fair bit. And we just rocked up and got spanked 4-0. So much for being the most dominant side in Denmark. Apparently we're not. Right. That is ridiculous. So now I'm going to have to show you an AAB game. I'm going to show you a third fucking game now. to try and do the double. This episode was meant to be come in one game, win the title, great. Go in, do the cup, win the game, great. It hasn't gone to plan. Send the assistant. If we lose every game from here, we actually lose the title as well, which is the sad part. Just yet. I don't understand what's going on at all there. We have to be AAB now away from home to win the title. Can we do it? I'm not confident now all of a sudden. We need to win that game though, and I have to go full strength. Which is going to kill me in the cup. So yeah, are we going to do the double? Who knows? Wouldn't be a YouTube episode without a twist and a turn. Nothing ever goes to plan. Welcome back, YouTube. Now, today could be the day we do the title. It wouldn't be the way I want it to go and how we would like to win the double or to win the title and then worry about winning the double by winning the cup. It's not like we've won the cup. But we have got Nords playing Copenhagen, away in Copenhagen. Copenhagen need a win to keep their hopes of finishing second and getting a Champions League playoff spot alive. Nords need to win every game of the season to win the title. If they draw or if they lose this game, we do get crowned champions. Just for the sake of the YouTube episode being too long, I would love to click forward right now and Nords do... They scored in the 96th minute. They scored in the 96th minute. This episode cannot go any more wrong. Really, it can't. You watch me lose the AAB now. Watch me lose the AAB, and then you're going to see me you're going to see me lose the OB, and this will be one of the worst episodes ever done in the history of all my episodes. The 96th minute they won to keep their title hopes alive. Good ball in too. You have to be kidding me, man. You really have to be kidding me. 96th minute. 96th minute. We were literally probably like 30 seconds away from winning the title there. Look, I said it's not the way I want it to be done. It's just annoying that it was the 96th minute they've scored to make me play this AAB game for this episode. It's just not going right. I've made changes too for this game. Bringing Joe Hoge back in is definitely one of those changes. I'm bringing Joe Hoge back in to shore up the middle of the park. And I'm going to put him alongside Thank God with Yepi back in the hole, and I'm dropping Orbres. Not because Orbres has done anything wrong, mainly because I think just getting Yepi and Zahora together might bring some goals for this game. And I'm just going back to a player that I know that works. This is not the time for a scout report. I'm sorry. The scouts are going day and night looking for quality talent for next year. Let's just focus on doing the double right now. We have to win this game. If they win this game, we seal it. The boys are past fit, beautiful, done. Not a problem. Can we bloody do it this time around? Hopefully. But yeah, as you can see, Joe Hoge is coming in because of very good understanding with Thank God. And I brought Tony Christensen in and moved him to the central defender because they used to play that with Marquez and have a good understanding. I've just gone for what I know works best. Empagesi in goals and Miranda. I'm not playing Roberts, don't care. Even though I know he has a good understanding with Bumnajar, I'm not going to do it. Neff, Dolce, Yepi is going to go into the hole. I've said obviously in the midfield and Zahora in goals. Hopefully this is a game we go win. I've been training chance conversion as well. Look, let's just go win this game. Win the first part, get the monkey off our back, and then let's go win the bloody cup, right? Because I do not want to be here streaming till 1 in the morning. No one wants me to be here streaming till 1 in the morning. The lads look up for it. We should win this game of football. Right? There we go. Done. Said I wasn't going to get off until we play this cup final. I also will not get off until I win the league. Score prediction in the chat. AAB have been in horrible form. They're lining up at a 4-3-3, which does suit us usually very well. Right? And we obviously have been a touch patchy of late. You know, we've only lost... we've lost twice in our last 5 games. We've only lost twice in the league, and it was a day where we should have won the... Well, look, Nords played unreal, and we were that bad. That's the first time we've been pumped in a very long time. Bar Barcelona and Juventus. You know what I mean? In Denmark, I can't remember the last one we've been absolutely pumped. But we got pumped. Anyway, we started a lot better here today. Unlike being super negative and not really creating a chance. We've already created 2, which is good. But yeah, looking to us to go out there and just score early. But it hasn't happened. And since then, we have not really created. I do not like this, boys. Something's telling me that we're not going to do it. We need the goal. Bum the Jar's injured. Wow. All right, it is not happening. This episode is going a lot worse and more horror than I could have imagined. Anyway, we are in the black and we are on the ball. Joe Hoge, ball knocked in, cleared away. Johan knows how to hold it up. They have one in behind Neff if he wants to get it out there. In the end, Tony Christensen, good tackle. He went the wrong side, did their striker, Johan. Anyway, Andreas going down this right-hand side. He's pretty quick, but loses out. And now they're going to have a chance to build from the back. And Rasmussen goes long. Relax, Empagesi. Let's go down the other end and let's score. All we need is a free lousy points to win the league. And I've been here trying to do that. And this episode could go for 40, 50 minutes. Joe Hoge, ball to Yeppy. Gets on it, looks forward. Not much help around. In the end, he's gone for goal. Pointless highlight. I'm going to move to attacking. I want the goal before half-time. Highlight straight away, but that also could leave us open for them scoring. In the end, comes inside. It's a good switch. Well done, Neff, to get something on it, because Sawar looked like he was going to get on that. But it's still their ball. It's a ball in back stick, headed away by Tony. Andreas can turn and go. And look, Eugene Neff, what a tackle. What a tackle from Eugene Neff. Can we go down the other end, though? Andreas beats his man. He's trying to do too much, Andreas, really. Just fucking play the ball back to thank God, man. It's not happening. 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 This episode is just going so horrid. Thank God. Ball into Joe Hoge. Zahora. Dolcek. Back to Joe. Ball to Andreas. Touch. Beats a man. For the first time in the fucking, how long he's been on, there was the first time he's taken a touch and done something. You know, the last 2-3 highlights, all he's done is run down the fucking line and he's tried to fucking take 6-7 fucking touches and beat a man. The first time he actually goes, okay, one touch, steady myself, let's do something, and drop the shoulder. Thank you. Takes 2 touches and scores. We're 1-0 up. Move back to positive. We are potentially a half away from winning the league. Let's just get the monkey off the back. Corner. Hopefully. We just typical from corners, we score. Ball, Dolcek, Yeppy. Interesting highlight. And it's not far wide. Don't know why when it's fizzed in the Dolcek. Dolcek doesn't flick that in at the front stick. But in the end, Yeppy with a chance and he fires just wide. Half time of 45 minutes away from winning the league. Is this the game? Hopefully it is. We really need to score another and just put this game 2-0 and we should be okay. Anyway, Neff throws Yeppy. Good touch. Ball in. Zahora heads over the bar. This is not a time to be FM'd. Really not a time FM. It is 11:50 at night. I've got my mum trying to sleep in the other room. Do not do it to me because I will probably go off and get in a lot of trouble. Neff. Into Dolcek. Still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. Keep on going, my young son. There's never a pen, so hopefully the referee says nothing. Good. It's cleared away, but only as far as Neff again. His ball in the third time. Zahora, Yeppy, what a save from Fofana. And the fact that he caught it too. Yeppy volleyed it from 6 yards out and he didn't just save it, he caught it. I tell you what, boys. This has got the hallmarks of being an FMing. I'm just putting it out there. 67 minutes played. I have a cup final thing about too, so I'm going to get Yeppy off for Orbris. And Dolcek has not had a best of the game. I'm going to get Neil Jenkins in because he knows how to score and seal the game. Double change. 70 minutes played. They are yet to have a chance on target, but they have created. And the fact that we're only 1-0 up, it's going to take one highlight for them to score. Neff, Jenkins, a goal right now, and I think we would win the league. That's a poor ball from Neff. I don't even know who tried to pick it up. And Johan's on it, and he's quick, and he's beaten one, and he could beat a second here. He lays it back a line. Looking for Johan again. Should be Empagesi's. Well done. I'm nervous, boys. I'm nervous, because I honestly think if we don't win this game, FM's going to FM us out of not winning the league in general. Jenkins now. Good ball and thank God. Jenkins again. Looks the other side, surely. Andreas. Beat a man. Does do it. Still going. Beats another. Goes for goal straight up for Fofana. It's another highlight where the keeper's made a save. It is not happening out there. Morton on the last man. I know that everyone's probably saying, okay, let's just park the bus and win 1-0. But I feel like if we park the bus, we're going to allow them to come on us. I reckon just get a second and win the game. Morano chips it. Joe Hoge. Volleys. We should win the league. That should be us winning the league. Joe Hoge has scored a beauty. Whenever you need, in a big game, a big guy to do something massive, it's Joe Hoge. Because he just, A, he wins the ball back every fucking time. And B, he does that. I know I have this idea of that Rafael Albrecht is our best 10. And thank God's our best 8. And Yepi is our best... and Yepi's probably our best 8 as well. But they just don't always work well together. Joe Hoge, along with any other midfielder, right, is the best partnership in this football club. And there we go, boys. A 2-0 win. You put Joe Hoge back in the middle of the park. No dramas, done. And it probably just shows how important Joe Hoge is. And I'm probably just going to have to go to Rafael Albrecht or whatever, that, hey, you just don't play. Or Yeppy, you just don't play. Or thank God you just don't play, depending on which one we do, right? In the end, there's the double. Not done. Part 1 of the double, done. We've gone back-to-back. Back-to-back league titles. We've also got 70 points now in the League 2, which is the most that I've seen Copenhagen do in their time at the top of Danish football. And now, in 3 days' time, we do have the Cup against OB, the final against the side in the Cybank Pockley. Now, it is up to us, right? It is up to us. It's a brilliant feeling. Well done. It is up to us if we want to do this or not. That is for sure. If we go out there and just play the best football that we do, we will win this. We won 3 consecutive top division league titles. I don't think I have. Have I? Is this the... We didn't... It's not the... We haven't done a triple. We haven't won 3 in a row. We've not won 3 in a row. And this is counting, like, the minor premierships. We did not win 3 in a row. I've not missed one. What's the game on about? We won it this year. We won it last year. And the year before that, we didn't. Don't know why it's given me that thing. We've only won 2 in a row. In the end, we're champions. It's unreal. We got on the Denmark Hall of Fame, which is nice. I am going to give Bub Najar the injection because it is the final next game out. The board are delighted because that's what they wanted us to do. And Joe Hoge. Joe Hoge came out there. Right. He was superb in front of goals. Well done. We've now got the final in 4 days' time. And the first thing I'm going to do is not click on Morton. Is I am going to do that. And I'm going to rest the boys for at least a day. Go party, get it out your system. We've got a cup final to win. All right, YouTube, I'll see you guys in just a second for hopefully part 2 and us winning the cup final and doing the double. Welcome back, YouTube, to the final part of the episode where we could do the double. We mercifully finally won the league. It took us 3 games and a lot longer than I wanted and a 4-0 drubbing to second, but we've done it now, and now it's just up to us to focus on us beating OB in the final in the Cybank Pockley. Look, credit to OB, they've made it here. And look, they were sitting 10th, and they were sitting in the relegation, zone as well. They have now found themselves out on goal difference, so they've turned their form around slightly just as we're about to play them. They've actually haven't lost a game in the relegation stage. They were getting pumped everywhere in the league, but they have not lost the game in the relegation stage. So this is not going to be the easiest tie. But for me, though, it's very, very, very simple in terms of the team I'm going to set up with. Importantly to note, out of nowhere, Ebar just made a $2 million bid for thank God. Not selling him. He ain't going. And weird time in May to make a bid for a La Liga side. But yeah, we're going to stall and reject that. Well, let's focus on the cup final, right? Because the episode's gone long enough. For me, I may regret this, but I have moved back to Sam Campbell and Marquez. They are my 2 best centre-backs, I do think. But they don't have the best of understanding together. But in terms of that, Joe Hoge after the last game is definitely going to start. Bub Najar, the captain, is going to play with an injection for this one here. Moreno is going to be at right back. Empagesi, Marquez, Campbell, and Neff. Joe Hoge and thank God. Bub Najar, Yeppy Hansen, Dolcek, and Zahora. Albrecht, a player of his quality, is actually missing out on the bench, which is, says a lot about us. Andreas is waiting in the rings. Emil Skov's been growing so well. Jenkins, Morden. I wish we did have Kenny here because Kenny would be a good player to have on the bench for this, but hey, it is what it is. And Jacob was pretty close to getting the nod. Only reason I'm not is this game's so massive. I will be getting Jacob, though, to play probably the majority of the remainder of the league games left since we've now won the league. Anyhow, though, score prediction in the chat. To do a famous double, All we have to do is go beat our local rival who are fighting for relegation in the league. We are just crowned champions. We're on 70 points in the league. They are fighting for the league. We're more than 40 points, if my maths correctly. You're at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, right? We're more than 40 points because they're obviously past 20, right? Away from them in the league. Surely we do the job. We'll play our game. We'll carry on straight where we left. We should do this. Let's do it. Make the faith. There we go. Let's go out there. Look, OB, right? They're probably best when they do line up with the Jens Ritter's playing up front. He's not bad. He's a good player. Mads is in there too. Mads is not bad as well. 19-year-old. He looks very good. To be fair, Mads deserves a scout. He's not bad. And to be fair, I think even Jens Ritter deserves a scout. He ain't bad to be picking up either. They're both not bad at all. They've come through their youth academy. Philip, another one. American, captain of the under 20 level, is not bad. Sam Groning's got a little bit about him. That's Jonas Mortensen for people that remember Mortensen. Many years ago, rejected us, went to Esberg. Stefan, Nagoy, Daniel, and Philip. In terms of our players that we had from OB a long time ago, I don't think there is one player there that is. But yeah, look. We should be beating a team like that. We haven't lost them in 11 games. Hopefully, it doesn't happen now. Your cup final team is on screen. Shadow reckons 4-1. Dim reckons 3-1. I'm going to predict a very nervous 2-1, 1-0 down, come back, score 2 goals, win the game. OB haven't tasted defeat since the league's split. We have. We got pumped by Nords 4-0. But we've also been to the Champions League. We've also now secured the league, and we have a chance to do a famous double and put our stamp as the most dominant side in Denmark currently. Moreno throws, Bubnajar flicks, Zahora, Yepi into Dolcek, and it's 1-0 just like that, 9 minutes into the cup final. What a little move. The presence of mind of Yepi to slip it into Dolcek, and hopefully we will go and run on with this. Yepi really could have shot. But in the end, he says, Dolcek, here you go. Have a cup final goal. It's 1-0. Perfect. And that's why I sometimes drop Albrecht, because Yepi just does what you expect. And Albrecht does too, but it allows Joe Hoge to play, and he's so crucial to us. Anyway, Ali's with the flares down in the active area in the stands. Campbell. Yepi. Good ball to Zahora. Can turn now. He does. Thank God you're here. He knows how to hit a ball. Bang. 2-0. Ibar may want him. I have no intention of selling him. And this is why we play him too. He has those 15 long shots. He's so physical getting forward. He's 15 tackling as well. But the 15 long shots, whenever he finds a chance to hit it from the edge of the box, oh boy does he score. And inside 15 minutes, we are 2-0 up against poor old OB, our local rivals. And as it looks right now, we're going to run away with this cup final. Anyway, Dolcek on the ball into Eugene Neff. And Campbell now with Marquez. And he is on it. And he looks forward. Looks to Bubnajar is playing with that injection. Doesn't get on it. And Severson with a chance to go down the other end. And they need something here, OB, really. And I tell you what, thank God did enough. And Moreno's won the ball. Arguably could have been a foul against thank God, but it's not. Good ball to Zahora. Zahora for free. Keeper saves. In the end, Zahora has somehow put it wide. Or it's kind of hit the keeper on the floor. I don't know what's going on. Dolcek's ball in towards Yepi. Doesn't win it. Bubnajar's efforts blocked. Joe Hoge efforts blocked. And it's now cleared off the goal line. They're at 6s and 7s defensively. And somehow it is not 3-0. 20 minutes played. We are looking really good on the big stage. They are yet to have a chance down our end. And we are looking really good. And it should have really been 3. Highlight again, it's Nagoy. He goes long. Thank God. Really should have stepped in and won it. Didn't. Ritter doesn't get on it. Campbell to Eugene Neff. And Neff looking for Zahora, won't find him with that. Just didn't put enough on it. Groening now puts the ball out wide. And Abdul Razak with a great ball to Christiansen. And Mpegesi makes a good save. Their first highlight could have really been a goal. Mpegesi stands tall. It still is 2-0. Can't allow him to score and let him back into this game, really. We need a third. Get a third. game over from 3-0, you would imagine. And yeah, but at half-time, dominated in the half. We didn't play particularly well the last 15 minutes of the half. But as things stand, we are 2-0 to the good and 45 minutes away from doing a famous double. 55 minutes played. Time still ticking. We're starting to really dominate this half of football too. And in the end, we're looking pretty good. Yepi has played a lot of football of late. Yepi's going to come off of Rafael Orbres. Just mainly because I don't want to see Yepi get injured. And look, from this position, we should be okay. I'm also going to get Andreas in as well for Bum the Jar. I really could have put the shoe on the bench, really, and just been okay. And use the shoe in this situation. But to be honest, I forgot with all the trying to do the double and, the league obviously going down to the AAB game and all that stuff. I have just forgot because I wanted to rush into this being at midnight. I forgot to put the shoe on the bench, which is my bad. He's here for another 3 years to sign him on a new contract. Anyway, Bum the Jar. Still going down the line. Still going there. He gets taken down. It's got to be a penalty. It's going to be Eugene Neff to score to put it 3-0. The Australian steps up. He has 17 composure. He's been working on his penalties. He steps up and he sends the keeper the wrong way. And he sends the SFB boys in the raptures. And he probably seals the deal on a famous double. And probably seals the stamp on us being the most dominant side in Denmark now. And yeah, it is very, very good to see. I'm going to bring Andreas in for Bum the Jar because he's had a pretty good time. And you know what? Double check for Jenkins because Jenkins deserves to be out there for this moment. Confirm that. And there we go. 3-0, 70 minutes played. You don't think we're going to, lose from here. But you just never know. Anyway, highlight goes. 72 minutes played. We have dominated our local rivals here in the final, in the derby. And in the end, Andreas on the ball. Still going. Inside the Joe Hoge. Chips it out to Moreno. I haven't seen Moreno ever score for us, by the way. If he wanted to shoot, then I wouldn't have complained at 3-0. Puts the ball across the board. Neil Jenkins heads over. He really should have done it. And we are doing quite well. Year 2028, Phantom. Year 2028. Anyway, ball in backstick. Christensen over the bar. Be nice to keep a clean sheet as well. I tell you what, the Miami Vice look has brought the run good in this save. It's really nice to see. You know what? Tony Christensen's been here a long time. Get him out there. Marquez has a bit of a knock. Time is ticking away. Is there a fourth for us to celebrate? In the end, though, 94 minutes have been played. And we have officially done the double. A famous double, our first ever double. A double that kind of signifies we are the most dominant side in Denmark. We've only lost twice in the league. Once rotating against Copenhagen. The other time, when we just needed to beat Nords to win the league, we lost 4-0. The only reason that happened is FM knew it was late at night and I want to go to bed and we're in the suit. That's the only reason that happened. But we have done a famous double. There we go. It is nice to see. The Miami Vice look has done it again. Both times we've been in the Miami Vice look, both times we have done and won the cup. In the end, dominated. And then lucky OB, it wasn't more. We absolutely humiliated him. Thank God getting man of the match. I'm very pleased with that, boys. I thought you were sensational. And we have beaten OB in the final, and we officially do the double. There we go. Unreal. Bum the Jar now is going to go to the physio, as of course. We get a little bit of prize money, which is not bad. We win the sidebait Pockley, and mercifully, after we won it the last time, we stopped Midtjylland from going for the three-peat as well. And obviously, if you remember, we threw away the final here, the semi-final against Nords, and we threw away the semi-final here against AAB. And yeah, obviously the board expected it. We said we were going to do it. Thank God, went out there and done it. And I'm very happy with that. YouTube, the double's done. Next time I see you, it'll be the last game of the season, end of season review from Damo and everybody else here. We won the league. Didn't do it convincingly in the end, but we did it. When I mean convincingly, we didn't do it to plan, but we got there. However, the cup final went perfectly to plan. And in the Miami Vice look, we've done it again. We have done the double, and we SFB are the most dominant side in Denmark.